All right, guys, I'm just attempting to show you a trade that I took today. Just got out of the trade, so I have a little video. I didn't have sound playing when I took the video, so I'm playing over the video right now. So I just start the video. I have my sound. Hold on one sec. You probably don't see me now. Back on it. All right, there we go. Messed up a little bit. But here we go. So basically I just, this is the IB level, IB high, IB low. So at the time I was looking to take a trade off of a bounce of the IB, but then I'm also going to mark the, there's a block right here. So order block right here at the IB low. So when I looked at the order block, I said, well, price may not make it back down to the IB level. So therefore I created my order block level, you'll see. And along with this area here, this low and this low, you could see the divergence off the cumulative volume. So I take this trade and we'll show you how I get in here. Try to talk you through some of it. It was nothing spectacular. I thought I was going to miss the trade here, and I realized, like, well, I didn't trade the block. So again, I traded the level. So what this was going to show me was when you trade the level, sometime of the support and resistance level, and there's an order block there also, like sometime the market doesn't come down to your support and resistance level. So let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. Like this was the low of the order block right here. So this was the block, this area. But this was the support and resistance level of the IB low. So I was thinking, well, maybe price won't come back to the level, so I need to also mark the IB. So here I'm going to mark that. So I need to mark that that OB level. So there I marked it, because I realized that sometime price is not going to come back to the support and resistance level. So now my entry order is at the bottom of the level. So I'm going to move it up to the middle of the IB level. Of the order block level. All right. And then I'll use the IB as support and resistance. And then I'll have my stop loss a little bit lower. So therefore I'm going to move this entry. Here's my entry. I'm coming in with 5 orders. And I'm going to enter here. And I'm just going to watch the market come. And I realized that we have that nice divergence and could have stayed in this trade. Even to this point, this trade suspected it to get up to this level. Now you'll see why I got out of the trade and could have made it back up to the IB high. But you'll see what happens with this and why I get out and so forth. So now I moved my entry up to the low of the order block. So I'm at the order block low. My stop loss still remains below the this IB level right here. That's the IB level. And the other IB high. So when I looked at the chart, I realized a couple things with this market today. So today was painting the upper level, a candle that was like this. Pretty much like this for the day. So what the daily candle is, this area right here, this inner area, the body of this candle is this area right here. This IB high and low. That's what this area is right here. All right, so we're trading this area. So if you go to a daily candle, you'll see this on the ES. All right, S&P 500, you'll see this candle. And this red area is this between this area and this area. if the market goes below this area, then it's going below this. It's making a lower body. And if it keeps doing that, it'll make a lower body. It already has the rejection. Now, if it goes higher than this level, then it's going to create a higher body. All right. So that's what we see right now on the daily time frame. And I'll try to show that to you here shortly. Let's see if I could bring that up. I actually can bring it up here so I can show you real quick. So let's take this to let's make this daily time frame. You could see that candle. That's that candle that I'm talking about right there. All right, and that's what we have today. So back with this. So the markets dropped below, triggered me into the trade. I'm triggered into the trade. I'm negative 437 at this point, and my stop loss is right there, pushing right towards my stop loss. Now, I played this level a little. I shouldn't have played this level the way that I did, because that's something I don't do. I don't let the market come down to me. I let the market come up to me. So I would have had my order here after the market got down here. So when the market dropped down here, I should have been up here. And then as it got to the bottom here, then I should have been in the middle. I shouldn't have been in the middle, because once it came down with this big candle, who knows where it was going to go. It could have stopped me out and then went higher. That's why I always play the zone like I tell you. And I did have nice divergence here, but still, you still don't know how far this is going to go. This could have triggered me. I was close to getting triggered, stopped out, and then it would have went my way. That's why you never play the trade like that. You want to play the trade with the stop order, which means the market has to come to you in the direction that you're trading. I'm trading a direction opposite of the market. So the market's going down on this candle, and I'm trading long. It's not the right thing to do. That's a bad mistake right there. That's something I do not do. But I took a chance on this trade just because of the divergence and the IB low. But again, it could still wick down to that low and then close on the IB low. So it could wick down here. This market could have went just like this. This could have kept going, wick down here, and then closed up here on the IB level. So it would have still honored that level, but it would have been stop hunting and taking these traders out and then triggering them in and then go. So you never want to trade it that way. So now I'm in good profit here, as you could see. I'm going to show you why I get out of this trade. If I stayed in this trade, I'd be big right now, I think. I don't know what it looks like. I got to see it. Okay, so right now this trade is right back into, whoops, we don't want that right there. That's blocking us. So this trade, currently the market is right back in that zone. All right. So I'm going to stay where I am. I'm not going to force anything. And it didn't go any higher than that rejection candle you're going to see. So I'll show you as we move. This candle ends pretty much like this. The next candle is kind of like a indecision candle, a little small reject. But then the next candle is a big rejection level. And the market never goes higher than that level. So this candle will close out. Then this next candle here is going to be a red candle close. And then the next candle is a green rejection candle with a big rejection. It moved up really high, but then it rejected very low. So you could see where I'm at, 13, 1400. So let's watch. But again, just showing you a couple of aspects of what we talk about and learn. One of them is, so earlier we talked about the IB levels, and you can see those IB levels are very important. So you should have them marked on your chart, because the ranges of IB are going to be very important for you. So we talk about that IB, we talk about the order block. So the IB level, the order block. Earlier you saw me take a fractal trade that was not a good trade. All right. But then now you could see this candle is going to close just like this pretty much. Then the next candle gets me very excited. Now at this point I should have been having my stop loss moved up already, but I have my finger on the flatten button. But still, that doesn't matter. I'm going to show you why. Watch why that doesn't matter, having your finger on the flatten button. You should move your stop loss up, and I'm about to show you why in a minute here. So this candle ends 15 seconds. Currently the market's coming out of this level again. It's over here attempting to come out of this level. So it's failing to break this IB level. All right, so watch this candle. This candle is very important for what you want to think about. And I'll show you the end of the market, how it looks. So I'm at about 1685, something, right? I'm at 1600 basically. $1,800, $2,100, $2,250. But watch this candle. Pay attention to this candle. 21, 22, 23. But just watch this candle. Keep your eye on it. See, look at the drop. It just dropped so quick from 23 to 13. And then I got ready to press the button, but see that drop? What if it would have dropped way down here? So that's what I'm talking about, having your stop loss moved up. My stop loss should have been moved up here. So you see a couple mistakes that I'm doing in my trading sometime here and there. And the previous video that I just posted where I lost, I showed you a mistake where I wasn't ready to take the trade. I wasn't prepared to take the trade that I set up. That's why when you're day trading, you have to be focused. You can't be fooling around doing other stuff. All right. So I was not prepared to take the trade on the previous video. So I missed the trade that was a good trade. Then I come back with another trade and I lose the trade. All right. So I believe this was the trade I attempted to take right here. And it peaked up here and I wasn't ready, and then it dropped. And then I took it when it was up here again, and then it triggered me out. I had my stop loss up here, and then it triggered me out. So then I waited for this. This was a fractal trade. There's a fractal to the left that I was attempting to bounce off of, and the level is right here. So now look at this candle. So with this rejection candle, I'm like very nervous right here. So I'm going to move my stop loss up anyway. I should have been done that, but that's why the flatten button or any other button won't be quick enough to catch you if the market drops real quick like this. All right, so you want to move your stop loss up when you have an opportunity. At least I should have been here. All right, but now I moved it up to this level. Now I've got my finger on this button, but I don't like this rejection. And then I also know the market will pull back to this high here. So that's what you see. I have this line right here. So the market pulled back to this high here. I don't know if it's going to close below that high. So I could have taken my profit way up here, but then it spiked down on me. I probably would have taken it at 2,000 because I was at 23, and then it just dropped down to 13. So at that point, I just held on for a little bit to see what we got here. It doesn't, and then this candle didn't close strong. Closes more like an indecision candle, and therefore I'm kind of worried about the trade. And I believe I flattened out already, did I? Yeah, I must have flattened out. I was talking when I didn't show you. I flattened out at, I believe it was around 1,500. Now we got a big spike coming up here. I'm getting ready to show you. Watch this. So the current market, so I'm out of the trade because this candle made me get out of the trade. I didn't want to go below this low. So I took my profit already. So let's go back. Where did we take that profit? Right there we are. All right. So we're right there, 15, 14. I got my finger to take that flatten button. And this is where I flatten out of the trade. We're at 15 right there. And then I realized I better take my profit because this doesn't look good. 12.50. All right. So that's where we got out of that trade. Now, let's see what the market is right now. Let me show you what it's doing right now. So let's go to the current market. Bring this over to you so you could see it. Here we are. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. Let's go right there. So here we are right now. This is where we are now. So I got out of the trade here and then it dropped down. So it never went above that spike. Now I'm seeing if it's going to honor this level. So the IB low, it's created, since this time, it hasn't created a new low because the IB stops at 1030. So it hasn't created a new IB low. All right. But it doesn't look like it's trying to push off of this level too well either. So based off of the daily candle, it probably will end somewhere in this area today. But I think later we'll start to see the market. If that candle ends up as a big rejection like it is, I think we're going to see the ES drop in the next couple of days for a little bit. All right. So I'll be looking at that also. All right. So that's the trade. That's how I made some profit today. 2 trades, 1 losing trade and a winning trade. And this is the trade that I just showed you. I showed you both trades today so far. I may be getting into another trade. It's 11:45, so we'll see what happens. I want to see if I can trade this level where the market is at about 1 o'clock. That'll determine a lot for me. All right. But just wanted to show you guys order blocks working, IB levels, divergence with cumulative volume, all the things we talk about and learn. I'm showing you right here. All right. So hopefully it's helping you. Till next time, guys, have a great one. God bless.